Alright guys, yeah, I guess if you're not making power, you're not making parts. I don't know, that's bullshit. But basically, you hear that? So basically, well, let me hairpin do this before the air runs out. I have a leak somewhere in here. So last night I went for a little drive to see maybe it was my plugs that were fouling out. No, happens, had a boost leak. So what happened is turbo was overworking itself, probably got it inefficient, high MATs as I saw, and the whole shebang bang. So I went and I'm like, oh, it's somewhere here, da 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 da. Then check the throttle body, and damn, how am I gonna do this with two hands? Let me see if I hold that with that. You know what? Fuck it. Basically, inside that shaft, it's leaking. I don't have my thing to prove it. So I have a crazy leak. It sucks because it's hard to kind of pinpoint when I was looking for it, because it's like here, but then it sounds like it's somewhere back over here. But you know, the whole good old ear test and then the water test confirms. But so that was what was happening on my last two runs at Street Racing Made Safe. That guy was leaking. I mean, I knew it was a boost leak, but boost vacuum leak, because when I had turned on the car, it was revving up to about 1800 RPMs and it wouldn't go down. And then I looked at Tuner Studio, my TPS was at 0, so I know my throttle linkage wasn't locked up. So then I was like, well, it's got to be a boost leak. But then I was also thinking, because they changed the blend on E85 on us, that could have been a possibility. So needless to say, like the last run, two runs, which was against the STI and the Evo, I was breaking up, similar to like how I was a couple days ago. So I thought it was the plug, so I went and I changed the plugs out, and then even on low boost, I'm like, what the hell? No smoke, no coolant mixing, so that's always a good thing. Driving normal was fine. I did notice that I lost my spooling, so that right there, also triggered that I had a boost leak. So that's basically what it is. So I know there's some guys that have had this issue with the what's that shit called, with the Q45 throttle body leaking. Basically break it down and put some O-rings or something like that. I gotta figure out what's going on. But if any of you guys got information, chime in so I can get this shit back up and running. I mean, it runs, but it just doesn't run right. But alright, man, like